Wow. Can we get a copy of this, please?
That's also part of the bloopers.
Okay. Take two.
Welcome back to NSL TV. I'm here with the 2011 Body Flight World Challenge champions. Hayabusa, how you guys feel? Welcome back to NSL TV. I'm here with the 2011 Body Flight World Challenge champions. Hayabusa, how you guys feel?
Really, really good. I'm really excited. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a nice competition for us, especially if you see like what we scored on the Shamrock. It's completely different. We turned the tables around.
Right on. What'd you average, Dave?
I think after when round 10 will be judged, I hope that we can set a new record for 30.5, but more than enough.
More than enough. As you can see, round 10 hasn't actually been judged yet, but these guys have a sizable lead that we're pretty sure that they're going to end up being the champions. Roy, what did you think of the meet?
Well, I think it was very good. It was the best performance we ever did over so many rounds. I think we did probably 6 or maybe 7 rounds, the best we just were capable of. And I mean, getting out of the tunnel with that feeling is just great. So I think for us it was the best meet ever. We did some of the best jumps we ever did, and nothing to complain about, you know.
Just got to get it transferred over to the air, huh?
Yeah.
What about you, Bambi? How you feel? Rookie of the year right here, huh? Rookie of the year for sure.
Same as in Dubai, actually. Didn't expect it at all.
A little bit richer?
Can I ask one question? First of all, what a trip. Now, congratulations also from me personally. Thanks, Joey, for doing all this. But one question, you mentioned that you turned it around between the Shamrock and now. I would like to ask the question, how did you do it? What did you do? How did you turn it around?
I think it's mainly the preparation and the mental preparation for this meet. Like the D-Land, the Shamrock Showdown, we were not really prepared for it in the way that, you know, we took it as a training camp. We had some bad luck with the weather and traveling, and so we did a lot of jumps in a few days, and you know, also mentally we were not really ready for the fight, and we got our ass kicked there, so there was extra motivation. And the tunnel training that we did here was really, you know, meant for this competition, so we trained really for the competition, compared to the Shamrock was just a training that we tried to do as good as we could. And of course you need to have some luck in it, but I think that's the main thing, you know, just the whole approach, the build-up towards the meet was completely different than the Shamrock, and I think it paid off. We worked really hard the last few days, and we're proud of the guys here, so yeah.
Yeah, and the Shamrock was 16 jumps a day. Here you were doing 10 minutes of wind tunnel. I mean, really focused on what you're doing coming into it, it looked like.
Yeah, we did at the last few days only draws to keep ourselves prepared for the rounds, and it paid off very good.
So where do you go from here?
Well, we leave tomorrow to Belgium, and then I think on next Sunday or Monday, we leave back to Spain for another training
So just
camp.
right back at it.
Yeah, we'll just keep on rolling it.
So how many more jumps do you think you'll have before the World Cup?
I don't know, 300 maybe?
300?
Yeah, let's hope 300. Good weather, and we have to just transform everything that we had here. We just have to transfer it to the sky, and then I think everything will be that it will turn out very well for us.
Me too.
There's still the chance, and I don't know if you noticed that. I just want to bring it up and then see what you have to say about this. But you did not win the second day. You won the first day, but today you were actually ending up in third place, I believe. 3 points.
When you're ahead by 8 points, Kurt, you don't have to win the second.
No, it's interesting to break it up because a random sequence always changes the whole big picture. You know, you have to look at all the other rounds at the same time.
Having been in 5th place in many meets before and won most of them, not all of them, I would coast at home on the second half. For me personally, just as an expert person here.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
mean, you come in when you're 7 to 8 points ahead. There's no push. There's no reason to rush. I would venture to guess their scores might have been slightly higher had they been behind by 6 points.
Is that what you kind of felt like the second day? Take it a little
Today, yeah,
No,
It's always kind of
the first two rounds today, they were not in our.
it's a little bit.
They
it's
were
a
not
little
for
bit-
us.
Yeah, we know that the first 2 rounds today were a little bit more difficult for us because with the 14 it doesn't. It's not a bad block for us, but we know that it's a little bit slow.
Okay.
It's a little bit tougher these kind of jumps, and actually with the scores that we performed, we were really happy with it. And this one was the toughest, and all the rest we performed the best we could.
Yeah, I think that's true. Some rounds, they're for example, the airspeed or the French, and we got some that we know that we're really strong. But even if where we lose 1 point, speed-wise, the difference was most of the time just very, like on the time frame, like. So we're not far behind, but of course the score sheet's still different. But I think we were pretty right on track, even for jumps that didn't win so good.
Yeah.
It's just when you're that far ahead, I'm sure the fire to go out there and just rip everything is not quite the same as when you're.
There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. It's like there's no reason to go out there and risk anything because
And there's also
the French was really slinging some shit today. I mean, they were going for it. You could tell they were fighting it out for 3rd place.
Yeah, they did a really good job today.
They were, but I mean, they had to, right? I mean,
And also, like today, it's not we couldn't have the tactics to say like, okay, now we're gonna cruise home because you still have airspeed behind you.
Yeah.
This is a really good team, and hats off for what the guys do. It's also with the Shamrock, they were really there, and we got really surprised how they performed there, and it also motivated us here to be better, be faster,
It's
and
never
just
a comfortable situation to have them behind you.
And it didn't look so. Don't get me wrong. It did not look at all like you were cruising. It looked very aggressive and everything. I'm just wondering. You lost a few points a day, and as Joey said, maybe there was a little bit the attitude of.
it's nothing I don't think you think about, but in the back of your head, you just don't have that same fire. Because even
What I think is when you have the full random already in the beginning of the competition. Yeah, if you have it on the end, then everybody has to go forward full speed the whole 9 rounds until the full random comes, and now you already have it in the 3rd round. Yeah, it shakes up the classement and voila, it changes up the rankings. And I think if you have it in the 10th round, everybody will go. Cool. Everybody will go. You have to.
But this is also around. Not everybody's. You have to be really confident in it. You don't have the opportunity to make a mistake. If you do it in the beginning of the meet or in the end of the meet.
Are you gaining confidence now with meet by meet? Is that what's happening to Hayabusa?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're building a lot of confidence, especially also after the Shamrock. We were a little bit, I don't know, without confidence, but
we know that we are stronger in the tunnel than outside. How strange it also can be, it's still we can perform much better in a tunnel than outside. We have to
But it's
flip that
also,
around.
on the hill we're still a bit, I'm not saying weak, but there's a lot of room for improvement. And that makes also a difference because you get in and you fly as speed as everybody else. And so I know, because if we time stuff, when we're after the 3rd base or something, and with skydiving, we're as fast as most of them. But on the hill we lose it a little bit, and you take that part away here, so there's an area where we for sure have to work hard on, but I think if we can gain that as well, then we're not so far behind, but
and we will work on it.
You're not far behind anyway.
No. So,
Okay. Well, that's great. Well, thanks, you answered all my questions, Joey.
that's about all I got. I mean, go up there and bask in the glory. Have a good time, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thanks for the great
again.
competition.
We see you next time, probably at the World Cup.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hayabusa, 2011 body flight champions right here, baby.
Thank you.